From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is here. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week. So naturally, he's going to come out throwing here. But that time, they couldn't connect.
In motion goes the tight end. A first carry for Najee Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Here's Milton now to throw. A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running right, here's Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
To throw, it's Milton. He'll look underneath and finds Brown.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Now Milton. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jannard Avery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Milton.
Man open left side is Brown. He's still barreling through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
To throw is Milton.
Looking downfield for Godwin.
That is incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Milton. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Milton. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now a crease, now a hit, and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes it right side to White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that's going to be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Rashad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measure.
And this throw will be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Off play action. Milton. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Milton.
Quick throw there. It is incomplete.
That partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, LA!
George Pickens.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Milton. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now
it's caught inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Milton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris Godwin
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
It's caught. This is White. And he is going to lose yardage here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
53 yards.
and the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Powering his way forward. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for L.A.
Now Austin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 29-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Brown going up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 11. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Milton now to throw.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw, it's Milton.
He's got Otten.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now Milton. He's got Otten on the out route.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Milton. Finding Otten once more. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
George Pickens
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Najee Harris
taking it in from the 20.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Milton.
Dancing to his left. Escapes the sack.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Understand he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Milton.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Throwing is Milton.
And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in the barrier.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Being chased out left.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Chase Brown.
64 yards.
And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stafford now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's got Pickens complete, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
You got to use one of those timeouts.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now a first throw here in overtime.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. And a sigh of relief on that sideline right now because that was a tricky call to go for it here in OT, but they got it.
I think it tells us about the mindset of them, though. They decided that they had to go ahead and win the game right now. Didn't want to turn the ball over, give them any other opportunities. One time.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Rams, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.